Soldiers of the Dnipro group struck a Ukrainian armed forces stronghold near the village of Kamyanska with a drone capable of dropping ammunition. During reconnaissance, Russian operators detected the Ukrainian armed forces bunker. The bunker contained a large number of infantrymen. Drones capable of dropping ammunition mobilized and dropped aerial bombs one after the other. The attacks on the bunkers continued unabated. Other bunkers in the trenches were also destroyed by dropping ammunition one after another. Russian drones worked continuously, day and night. The Russian fiber-optic drone Prince Vandal of Novgorod hit infantry on the move. Sometimes attack drones also do reconnaissance. This is because attack drones need to be constantly on the move in order to hit such instantaneous moving targets. They cannot wait for coordinates from reconnaissance drones. Kursk region. The Abrams tank abandoned by the Ukrainian armed forces is being prepared for evacuation and restoration. Do you think this tank should be used in offensive operations after restoration? Would this move surprise the enemy? Their tank attacking them. The Russian fiber-optic drone tracked the movement of the armored personnel carrier and disabled it with an accurate hit. Several more kamikaze drones with fiber optics flew to the target. The footage shows Ukrainian armed forces infantry trying to disengage from the armored vehicles. The Russians continue their offensive in the direction of Krasnoarmysk. In the settlement of Lisovka, a T-64 tank was scrapped after being hit hard by FPV drones. Another tank of unknown number was scrapped. Right next to the T-64 tank is the BMP-1 armored vehicle, which was desperately attacked by Russian drones. The crew abandoned the tanks and vehicles as a result of Russian attacks. Expensive equipment is being destroyed. Later, in the direction of Mirolyubivka, the T-72 tank was also waiting for Russian drone attacks. It was also scrapped. The position of the Ukrainian armed forces mortar was found camouflaged. The fiber-optic drone Prince Vandal of Novgorod slowly approached the position and with one hit broke the mortar's power. What do you think about regular FPV drones and fiber-optic drones? An armored vehicle attempting to enter Chasiv Yar was destroyed by paratroopers from the 98th Division of the Russian Airborne Forces by drones capable of dropping ammunition. One FPV drone intercepted the armored vehicle. Then another incoming drone dropped a bomb on the armored vehicle and destroyed it. Meanwhile, the crew quickly left the vehicle after the first attack. Notice that this time, the doors of the armored vehicle are not open. A ground drone of the North Group destroyed a bunker camouflaged with AFU. In the videos I make, we usually see drones, but recently, ground UAVs have also been used in warfare. Soldiers of the 39th Separate Motorized Rifle Brigade evacuated 3 pieces of armed forces of Ukraine equipment near Kurakov in the DNR. According to a TASS correspondent, the equipment includes an American Max Pro, a French Renault APC, and a Kozak combat vehicle. The Ukrainian armed forces have been attacking the border area in the Belgorod region for 3 days. However, they have not yet captured any settlements. Scattered groups of Ukrainians in ATVs tried to take refuge in the forest belt. According to a source in the Russian Defense Ministry, artillery and FPV drones destroyed the ATVs in the forest belt. The fighting continues. Now the search is on for personnel driving ATVs in the forest belt. According to the North Wind Channel, the situation is completely under the control of the Russian armed forces. The 215th Reconnaissance Battalion is hitting targets in the direction of Chasiv Yar every day. Another Ukrainian armed forces pickup truck failed to reach its target. A Russian FPV drone loaded with heavy ammunition is slowly approaching the basement they have detected. Several infantrymen are reported to have taken shelter in the basement. The first drone hit the basement with the door closed. With the impact, the personnel in the basement quickly fled the basement. When they left the basement, they left the door open. The second drone arrived to destroy the basement and the materials inside. After entering the basement, the drone exploded and the basement collapsed. The Russian Defense Ministry announced that the Western group raised the Russian flag in the village of Novoye. Heavy clashes between Ukrainian and Russian troops took place in the area at very close range. The infantry, whose bunkers were hit by drones, were shelled by artillery fire before they could find a safe place. Meanwhile, trenches and bunkers were raided by Russian troops. As a result of aircraft-type UAVs capable of dropping ammunition, and close-range fire from Russian infantry, Ukrainian troops suffered many casualties and retreated. A Russian soldier placed an anti-tank mine on the road and ran over a Ukrainian armored vehicle. The crew of the armored vehicle abandoned the vehicle. In the Pokrovsk direction, UMPKFAB grenades were dropped on the infantry of the armed forces of Ukraine hiding in ruined houses. As a result of powerful explosions, the positions were destroyed. In the Kharkiv region, the reconnaissance UAV operator of the Northern Marines revealed the location of the UAV formation of the armed forces of Ukraine. The coordinates were then transmitted to the artillery unit. After fine-tuning, the artillery destroyed the UAV control point with a single shot.